This is a test recording. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I can actually play the game. Let's find out. Alright, so the test recording worked. I'm going to put that in because it's been a trial and tribulations of figuring out how I can screen record on my MacBook on our studio to show the code. That is not working, so I now have I'm gonna just hold this here maybe. So I started running the code, and I'll go through and this whole video will be inserted in here. I'll probably do it at the very beginning of this. So our 6 Pokemon that we get, and the starter Pokemon I have going to the full evolution. But these are the 6 that we are going to be working for, if it can read it. We have Piplup, so Empoleon, Staraptor, Gengar, which I'm gonna have to try to find if I can have somebody trade me them, although I think you can still trade with somebody in the game, or if that's a different game that I'm thinking of. Luxio, Azumarill, and Abomasnow. That is a pretty good stacked team. I couldn't be happier. But, you know, enough chatting. I got dinner to cook in a little bit. Let's get rolling. I am recording on the Switch on my monitor. Hopefully this works. We're just not hearing for this game. Although it'd be fun to hear some. Sorry, I'll cut this part out. Or I won't. This is a learning moment. Connect the switch dock to the HDMI input TV to the HDMI output. Your headphones are not plugged directly into the switch. No, it should be. Set the capture card audio monitoring output to hear through the PC. Set capture card output. It's gonna go away for a second and then it's gonna come back. What is going on? Right click on the OBS audio mixer, choose advanced audio. OBS audio mixer. Man, I feel dumb. Alright, I think I figured it out. If it's too loud, I apologize. I'm trying turning it down a little bit more. Basically, I had to change it some audio advanced setting. That's fine. Let's continue. So we have the switch. Maybe trying to find the sweet spot of how loud something might be. Florbanold. Florby will be his nickname now. And then... Nope, not that. Immediately doing that. Okay. So according to this, I think Lux Shinx might be the first Pokemon that we can come into contact with. Although part of me thinks the challenge should be you go to find the Pokemon if you can find it. But I kind of want to get Shinx and evolve it into there so that way you work towards something in this game. Because I didn't know until recently that something... Oh wait, what do I need? Marcus. Anyways, I didn't know until recently that something, I think it was like Pokemon Shadow or Showdown or something, gives it to where you get 6 random Pokemon. So it turns out my idea already fully existed, and probably for at least a couple of years to several decades. But now we're playing it. And I didn't read a single thing that they just said to do. Yep, I gotta go back into their house. Oh, Marcus. So at a comedy of errors, which is trying to get all this stuff recorded for this part after I finished my buried gameplay, I ate some lunch of $10 million Pokédollar bounty already. But I had some lunch and I was on Discord for a little bit talking with some friends, and I did end up talking to somebody who makes music, and I reached out to them about trying to get some intro music and outro music, or whatever they're feeling, whatever they think that they would like to produce, they can, just to use this channel to sort of reach out to people with their inspirations, and other people can get involved with them. So I'm pretty sure we go to the lake. I wonder if there's also in Pokemon Showdown, I'll have to check it out after I do this. Can you get it to where you can only get shinies that are possible in the game? I assume all of them are possible, but you're only allowed 6 shiny Pokemon, or your specific 6 Pokemon that are shiny. That's got to be the hardest thing in the world to probably do. Sorry, Don. We'll let you through. Uh-oh. Actually, no. I'm being dumb. I'm pretty sure we got Star Raptors, so we can get a Starly right off the bat. Can't catch them here. We don't have the Pokeballs unless they give us some now in this tutorial. Okay, before I make a dumb decision, we got... I'm pretty sure Piplup. Yeah, Piplup. Okay. Piplup. We got Piplup. I showed you in the beginning. If I have to re-record this, I have to re-record it. It is what it is. If I somehow mess that up bad enough. Two birds going at it. Taking him to Pound Town. I don't also know if I mentioned it, but like I didn't fully understand it at first because it felt like other Pokemon could get away with stuff that they didn't necessarily deserve in a way, but the XP share that you get, I like that idea now because, you know, why have one super strong Pokemon when you could have a lot of super strong Pokemon at a certain point? Oh, whatever. Marcus almost called Barry. And also did just yawn, I'm sorry. I do have one more video set that I do want to record today at least, and possibly two if I have time. But I do have to cook dinner. We're making potato soup tonight. I'm thinking for this, I at least want to do twice a week. But that's if I have the time. And I don't know, I was thinking of how I want to put this stuff in the video. I want to upload the whole content, except if I have to travel a long ways, and I know if I know I have to, I just won't talk during that time. And if I get into a battle or two, I'll throw like small clips of them. But if I'm not talking, I don't want to include it, just so it saves y'all time. But I also want to show the whole progression system. I don't know. It's also up to y'all in the comments. What would y'all like to see? I think it'd be very fun. I also apologize if my appearance in the last month and a half has been less than ideal for people who might have expected a face reveal in a couple of years. I'm sorry I let y'all down early enough. I think when I first did post one, I mentioned the dream effect where he posted and everybody just ended up hating on him. I'm pretty sure. And I say hating on as in some people were just like, oh, not really much of anything. Kind of like didn't hype him up, didn't do anything. It was just a funny moment. So I thought, you know what, if I'm going to eventually show my face on this camera, I might as well do it in the first get-go right off the bat. Well, at least we have shoes that are super specific about one aspect that only myself would be involved with. Starly. Text from the girlfriend. Alright, Starly. I don't actually think I have anything. Nope. It's time for you to go to Pound Town again. Alright, so we have Piplup, who we have Staraptor, who we can get from Starly and Staravia, Gengar, probably might be the hardest, just because I have to either find somebody in this game who can trade, which I think there is, but that could be also like Heart Gold when I had the emulator. That might be what I'm remembering it from. And then Luxio, easy. Azumarill. I actually don't remember where you can get Marill from. I'm pretty sure it's the water. I don't remember exactly where. And then Abomasnow, you gotta get to, like, wherever the cold place is. Like Valor or something up at the top. I like this feeling so far. It's a change from zombies, but it's still a video game that I'm using the coding for. And this one, you get the coding right off the bat. Now, I technically could, and I might do it in the next one I record, of showing where I was with my last team that I had, just to show it for some fun in another battle. I would have been thrilled to get the doof. You know? You literally have the Pokemon where you can just throw out to the wild, and that's perfect. Like, you got them for anything. You got Strength, Rock Smash, Surf, Waterfall, any of them, I'm pretty sure. Cut. Use your Swiss Army Pokemon. So we did get 10 types, technically 11, whenever we fully evolved Piplup. But 2 repeating types. Oh, we learned Water Gun. So we got 10 total different types once it's all said and done, which damn. I thought he would challenge me. You know what? Get an XP. That's all that matters. Growl does nothing to me, Bidoof, except my attack. I never stood a chance. It also got really cold in my room. We were there. I think a good stopping point, and this is also another good thing, is I can decide when the video technically ends as far as like the part. So I'm thinking once we get Starly is a good wrapping spot. And then after that, the next one would be getting Shinx. And then maybe going to Sand Gem Town, I think is the first town name. Just to set a baseline of the goal for the video. Now it could take 30 minutes, it could take an hour and 45 minutes. It really depends on what it is. Oh, Sand Gem is the town here. Whatever the one where the rocks quarry is. Don't talk about floored like that. Nah, I'd let him be as generic as possible. Organic, I guess, is the better term. actual Pokemon champion in this area. I can do it. And the good thing is that after you become the champion, the second part could be another Alright, we'll do Rowan. That's great. Thanks, Dawn. Anyways, once you get the National Pokédex, I think that'd be a good way of running this all again with 6 completely random Pokemon. I'll have to see which ones I can physically do. I think you can do legendaries once you get there. I actually don't remember. But I think it'd be fun to get the complete national dex after getting the championship, because you already worked this hard in the game, might as well keep going. That's not the end all be all. I guess I should let them know. Sorry I keep yawning. Oh, I'm here to buy. Give me some Pokeballs. Go 10. And you give me a great ball, right? Premier ball. Alright, let's not waste any time. We both know I'm gonna need these. What can I sell? Oh, just the items. So I run back here. We let... Oh no, where are we going? We hit a little jump. 360. That's actually more like a 400 or something. I'm going away, Mom. Are you gonna give me a hat? I thought I had a hat at one point. Alright, Mom. I'll be back whenever the game forces me back into my room after I become the champion. Oh, that felt good. I guess Mom, I'll be Marcus's mom's pack mule. The parcel set. Bye-bye, Florinor. Florbinald. Said my own name wrong. You did give me a hat. And a noise. Cinema. I just got to aggressively hit him, wear his ass down, and we got him. I might have killed him, actually. No. It should work. If it doesn't, I'm surprised. You know what? What Pokemon do we have? I think it's a good show of care when we get them in a nice Pokeball. Let's use this one. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But let's try. If it doesn't work on a level 3 Pokemon, then what will? At this point, I don't know. Well, we've completed 2/3 of our team, technically. 1/3 of our team, 2/6. No. Alright, I think that's a good stopping point for this first video. We have the video that I recorded on here, on my phone. We have the testing video that will be on here, and then we have me figuring out the audio, and then we have this whole part up until now. Some of that will be cut out, other parts won't be, but if you have any suggestions on this challenge, or certain moves I should teach the Pokemon once you see which ones they are, and I'll also include a screenshot of the selection just so you guys can see it if my recording quality is not the best. I'm thrilled with the way this has gone so far, but I also hope this brings in new audience members. I just want to see how different games can reach people. We'll find out. Appreciate the support. Be sure to turn on notifications, subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you feel. Any little bit does help as we try to reach. I haven't done this before, and what I want to do is say by the end of August, get to 500 subscribers. You know, I think my birthday being around there, it's about 6 months away. I just want to see how I can steadily grow the channel and enjoy posting this stuff and get other people involved and see what it is. Maybe they might have something I enjoyed checking out, or different content ideas. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for this part 1 of the Road to Championships with 6 random Pokemon that a computer software program gave me. We'll go with that.